What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here on Vivo Garage, where we're continuing our series here with the Goatski. And in today's video, we are going to start getting this thing ready to get assembled with the getting the vinyl wrap done, getting it cleaned up, and getting it ready for the engine to get dropped in, which we are still working on, but we'll get that in here shortly and get that footage uploaded so you guys can watch that. So yeah, without further ado, here we go. Let's get this thing started. Vinyl wrapping to begin. All right, so we're ready to start vinyl wrapping. I'm not going to do it today because I'm going to run out of time, but I do want to get this thing revealed. So the side panels that I got cleaned that are already lime green here, we're going to vinyl wrap these in lime green. I know, original, right? But I think it'll look really good. This is matte lime green, whereas this, it's not going to get all nicked up and all that stuff. And we'll see how the quality is of it. I more or less want to just try and vinyl wrap. And then, so we'll get both sides done. Hopefully I have enough. The glove box area, I'll get that wrapped as well. But this blue part here, the blue part here and the cowl with the bezel, and the mirrors are all going to get wrapped in flat black. So we got all that. I got everything sanded down the best I can. I just don't know if it's going to be enough. So we'll have to see how it goes. And the vinyl wrap may only last a year or something like that. But we'll see how it goes. So next thing you'll see is me getting the side things vinyl wrapped in this flat lime green. And we'll go from there. So my thought was I could just tape this stuff down. I don't think I used the right tape by any means because it's just painter's tape. But basically I wanted to get this laid out as flat as I possibly could. So I could take the piece, here and try and lay it out in as best as I can to allow for as much as I can. So this is all the vinyl I have on this, and hopefully I pull this off. If not, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably end up just painting it or something like that. But we're going to go ahead and get this marked out in as efficient manner as we possibly can with enough overlap so we can get over these edges and, these edges and stuff right here to make sure it's completely wrapped all the way around and looks seamless. So yeah, we'll continue on, but so far it's kind of working. Thank you, battery, for help holding this thing down. Well, as you see, the video has ended for the vinyl wrap, and I'll show you why. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to be vinyl wrapping anything. The easiest panel I did, it's turned into a complete disaster. And I think it's just because I don't have enough experience. Like I said, I've never done vinyl wrapping before, but I think it's just going to be too hard. So here's what I'm looking at, but I'm going to end up painting these. So I'm going to try and keep it in the same color scheme as I mentioned before. And then, well, I got a big roll of black vinyl wrap that I'll have to figure out what to do with. But so yeah, here's what we got going on. So I put the panel back on the jet ski here, and I think it's just too much going on, and you can see how it's got all these things. I hit the heat gun on it and it worked out a lot of it, but I think it's just too much to get past. Plus this is starting to pucker up right in here. I tried pulling it down, working its way out, and it's just really ugly in there. So I think it's just going to look better painted. The previous one was painted here, as you can see, but it got kind of chipped up. So we'll try and protect it a little bit better. Maybe use a different type of paint. But we'll do lime green here, lime green here, lime green on the other side. And then for here, we're just going to do flat black, as well as for this thing here, we'll do flat black. So stay tuned. Next part you'll see is us getting this thing ready to get prepped for paint. well, seeing as we have the big epic failure of the vinyl wrapping, we're going to go ahead and get started on getting everything we talked about prepped for paint. We're going to be doing some sanding, cleaning, and then getting ready for its first coat of primer, and going from there. So first off, we have to do is get all the panels off that we need to get off. Luckily, 3 of them can just get pulled off. That's no big deal. But the main piece that's blue that we're going to paint, I'm going to have to get that removed here. So we'll show you what we're going to do. So as you can see, it's hinged right here. It's really hard to see. We got some really bad light coming in. So I got to take this off here for the shock. And then just these bolts here. And this whole thing will disconnect. I am going to remove the mirrors because I don't necessarily want this piece to get painted, but this will get sanded down, primed, and painted, as well as this. We're going to have to take off this pull tab here, get all that cleaned up inside there. And then this, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I don't know. Hopefully we can just kind of get it sanded down a little better so it's not going to be as noticeable. Now this is just going to be rattle canned. I know it's not going to be perfect, or it's, you know, I'm not taking it to any shows or anything like that. It's just more for appearance. And then we got the gas cap. As you can see, it's also needing some attention. So I'll probably take that off, get that sanded down, and then get it cleaned up with some paint. Probably just do black on it just to keep it thing. So all right. And then continuing on, this here, this is going to take a lot of prep work as well. Got to get it cleaned up, sanded down, and then get it painted. We'll take this off here. Originally this wasn't going to get vinyl or paint or any of that stuff, but we'll get that shot. And then this weather pad here, I'm probably just going to end up taping that off because I don't have anything to replace it with and don't want it to not be there. So just get that taped off and shoot the best we can. So yeah, just want to add, I am not a painter by any means. I couldn't even call myself a hobbyist. It's just more something to try, and I don't expect it to look perfect by any means, and nor am I going to say that it's anything, but I don't think it's going to look any worse than it currently is with all the scratches from the goat. Granted, that's where it gets its name from, but, you know, want it to at least look somewhat nice. If I can get it to be a 15-foot jet ski, perfect. The whole idea is to attract people to it, to get to hear the story behind it and all that. So yeah, we'll see how it turns out. So we got it off. My camera fell over right in the midst of really needing to, you know, have a handle of this thing, because I was undoing these bolts here and my camera just fell over. So didn't miss much other because I was at the end of it, but yeah, so essentially now I'm gonna get the mirrors off, and you can just see it's these 3 nuts here on both sides. And I was looking at this. I think I'm gonna have to take this off to get underneath here to get that, because I want to get that latch out, but it may just be hard in there. I don't know. I may just have to mask it off and, you know, tape or paint around it or something like that. Not what I want, but we'll get these taken off, and then I think I'm gonna have to undo these here so I can get the. So as you can see, we get the mirror off. Looks like there's screwed in, so this piece needs to come off as well. So we'll get that probably. I think we'll just undo these 3 here and go from there. All right, there you go. As you can see, we got it all disassembled. It is, well, not everything. How would it drop? screwed in all the way. This looks like it just unthreads right here, which is great. That. All right, perfect. Look at that. Just unscrewed. It's plastic, so I got to be careful with it. But we'll just kind of start threading this on here, put it to the side, clean it up too, just so it kind of looks a little nicer than it does. Okay, now, all right, now you can see we have got it all completely disassembled. So we can get this set up. We're going to do it out in the grass here. Just kind of get it all cleaned up, start sanding it down, and get it ready for primer. All right, we have everything all wet sanded down after prime. Glad I did. They feel a lot better. They're still, I'm not 100% perfect, but you know, for just a rattle can job, I want it to look nice, like I mentioned before. You know, 15-foot jet skis, really good. And who knows, maybe we'll put a little more detail and time in it in the off season. So I'm going to start painting. This is the closest color I could come up with that was lime green that matched the vinyl wrap. This is a little lighter, which I think is okay, but we're gonna go ahead and shoot this on here. We'll probably do several coats of this just so it looks nice. This is a gloss. I would much rather preferred the matte, but I couldn't find it. So we'll just do this in gloss and see how it looks. Comment below what you think. All right, we have got everything reassembled as far as we can get it at this point. I have some more stuff I need to do, more or less putting decals on, the license numbering, my registration sticker. I've got a couple other stickers and decals I want to put on. Can't decide if I want it to say Kawasaki anywhere or if I want to put that somewhere. It's definitely going to get badged with the Goatski, with the symbol as well. If you're not familiar what the symbol is, it looks like this. It won't have Project Goatski wrapped around the top of it, or it won't have my YouTube channel on it, but it'll definitely have the circle with the goat in the middle, and we'll probably put Goatski somewhere on there or reference on it somewhere. So yeah, got to get that made and get that ready to go. Yeah, the matte black turned out really good. The green I think shows up a little better on camera, but it's definitely a lot lighter than what you're seeing. The seat I'm not 100% happy with, but I think that's going to be a winter project. And also the grip surface, whatever we call it, matte, I don't care for that, but we'll get out and enjoy this summer, and then as we put it back away, get it winterized, we will get all this torn back down, and I think we're going to do a whole resurface of everything. So yeah, overall I'm pleased with the color scheme on how it looks, but I did get this thing made, and yeah, I'm still learning how to use these machines that cut these things out. Not necessarily the font I wanted to use, but I think it works. It looks good. We'll get some more stuff made too, so. Well, there you have it. We have completed the reassembly of the Goatski. We still have the engine to get dropped in, which I'm going to get done here. Next day or two, and get this thing running. We are ahead of schedule. If this thing fires right up and gets going, we're ahead of schedule, and I can get this thing in the water by the end of May. Today is May 23rd. This video will probably go out on 24th or 25th, just depends on how quickly I can get it edited, and we'll get that going. We also are still filming getting the engine installed, so that video will be shortly after that. And I'm also got the new project to reveal. Well, let me take that back. It's not a new project, it's an addition to the channel, so we still have that reveal to get going. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If there's something I didn't like about it, give it a thumbs down. Let me know what you didn't like about it. Consider subscribing if this is new for you, and share. Get this going out here. I'd like to see the Goatski here get some good recognition, because it's come a long way from what we first started with. I'll link that video up above right now so you can go back and see what this thing started off with, but definitely happy with it. So without anything more, I'll quit rambling, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, bye.